So hi guys, this is class 2 of database management system. In the previous class, we have talked about what is data, what is information, what is file system, what is a database management system, the types of database management system models, and so on. And we take some examples. So what kind of database management systems are available in the market and what kind of relational database management systems are available in the market. Now, we are moving ahead with some terminologies like what are the some terminologies available and some other things. So let's start this class with the terminologies, guys. So let's take some important terminologies. So first of all, we are taking attribute. What is attribute, guys? Attribute are the properties that defines a relation. So a relation is basically a table, right? A relation is basically a table, guys, and attributes are the column headings. Okay, column headings are called attributes, guys. Remember that. Okay, there is a question I want to ask that lecture 7 of recording of database has SQL. Is that enough SQL for respect to exam? No, you don't need so much depth in SQL, but still, for what exam you saw the recording, basically, it depends on that. Basically, you don't need so much SQL in the SBI SOIT officer exam, so don't worry about it. Okay, so let's talk about attributes, guys. So attributes are the column headings, like the attributes roll number, name, address, phone, ages. Attributes are like properties. Attributes are the property names, right? Like if I am a student, then I can have a roll number, I can have a name, I can have an address, I can have a phone number, and I can have a age, right? So these are my properties. Like, so property names are called attributes. Okay. Then tuple. Okay. Each row in the relation is known as tuple. Okay. So like if I take an example, this this can be a tuple. We are going to see the example in a minute, but still this is a tuple. So roll number will be 1, name, Ram, address, Delhi, phone, this, and age 18. So this can be a tuple. Basically, a data line, a row of data will be called tuple. Okay. Okay, let's move ahead and let's talk about some other things like relation instance. Relation instance. The set of tuples of a relation at a particular instance of time is called relation instance. So our table shows the relation instance of a student at a particular time frame. It can change whenever there is insertion, deletion, or update in the database. So let me take an example. Okay, here we have a relation instance. Okay, at this time, at this present time, this unique present time, the relation instance is something like this, but it can change in 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, or so on. Like it is changeable. So relation instance, basically how what data is present in a table at a particular time frame is known as a relation instance. Basically, relation is a table, right? So table instance, basically a particular table, how it looks at a particular time frame. It is changeable. The table will change its data in few minutes, in like few days. It is changeable. It can be changed in every few seconds, right? So there are instances like a particular time it is looking like this, and in a few minutes the data can be changed and it look something different, right? So at particular time frame, the data inserted in a table is known as relation instance. Then we have degree. Degree is important, guys. Degree is important. The number of attributes in the relation is known as the degree of the relation. They will show you a uh, relation, a table, and they will ask you the degree of that table. Okay, so student relation have degree of 5, as you can see over here. Okay, we have a relation, they will show you an example something like this, and they will ask you what is the degree of the following relation. So number of attributes: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 5 columns, so the degree is 5. We have 5 columns, so the degree is 5, guys. So they can ask you something like this. Okay. Then we have cardinality. This is also important. Cardinality, guys. The number of tuples in a relation is known as its cardinality. So the student relation defined above has cardinality 4. Okay. The number of tuples. Tuples are rows, right? So we have 4 rows. Therefore, the cardinality is 4. The number of rows which you have in a table will be known as its cardinality. Remember that. Okay. Both are important. Degree and cardinality are important. Degree is the number of attributes, and the cardinality is the number of tuples or number of rows. Okay, you have to remember that. They can show you a table and they can ask you the combination, like what is the degree and cardinality of the following: 4 comma 5, 3 comma 2, 4 comma 7, something like that. These kind of questions can be there, or they can even ask you like what is the cardinality alone. Okay, so you have to remember that degree is the number of degree is the number of attributes in a relation, and cardinality is the number of rows present in a relation or table, basically. Okay, so let's move ahead and let's talk about some other terms. Suppose column. Okay, column basically represents the set of values at a particular attribute, right? Like roll number. Roll number shows a column. The column roll extracted from the relation student. So there is a relation and we can extract roll number. So roll number will be a attribute or total with the data. It will be called basically a column. Okay. Then we have null values. Now, what is null value? The value which is not known or unavailable is called null value. It is represented by blank space. Example, phone number of a student having roll number 4 is null. So basically, if nothing is there, then we will call it a null. Okay. In some kind of advanced programmings, a null value can be inserted. Basically, if I insert null, it will take it as null, and if it is blank, then it will be called blank. Like in Python, basically, if we leave the data blank, then it will be called blank, or if I insert null, then it will be inserted as null. But in Java, basically, if blank is there, then it will also be called as null. So you have to remember that, like these kind of things are there. Like if I does not insert anything, then it will be called null. If I insert something, like if I am inserting something, then it can have a value. But if I am not inserting, then it can be called as null. In some languages, like Java, it will be called null. But in Python, if I didn't insert anything, then it will be called blank. And if I insert null, then it will be called null. Okay. So these kind of things are there. In Python, you can like the Django framework and so on. Many kind of frameworks, REST framework and so on. Many kind of frameworks are there, which can help you to insert data in SQL, MySQL, and many of the PostgreSQL and many kind of databases. They can handle that by themselves. All the framework, like suppose that Django can help you to insert the data in the MySQL database. So if